Good afternoon. This is Ren, and this is part of a new channel that I've got, and it's called a Tale to Tale, and this is part 2 of Angels. So Angels part 2, and I just want to let you know that angels do appear in human form. They certainly do, except there's a little thing that you kind of got to learn about that. It was way back in, I don't know, my kids were little. I already had 4 kids, okay, so it had to be in the late, it was the late 80s, early 90s, maybe even the mid 90s. I was working part-time at Salisbury House, out on Deacon's Corner, and that was when there was a Salisbury House in Deacon's Corner in our area. Anybody that's in Manitoba knows where Deacon's Corner is. Anyways, I was in the evening. I worked evenings, and that day, it just wasn't working out. Before I went to work, anything and everything kind of kashizzled, and I forgot to. I was surprised I wore my uniform, but I forgot my name tag, which was really important to have back then, because that was one of the requirements for working. And what the manager there, the evening manager, early evening manager, let it go. That it's okay, you know. It's just kind of nice that people know that you're the supervisor. And I go, that's right. So as the night went on, I was just in my own world because of what was going on. Well, I can't even remember what it was. That's what's so silly about our worries. If you worry, what you do is you. I just read an old proverb. Where the heck was it? It's kind of cool. See if I can get it for you. I want to say it right. Okay, here we go. Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. And isn't that the truth? So lots of times we worry about something, and then you could even be 5 minutes later, you can't even remember what it was that was such a big, horrible worry to you. So needless to say, this particular thing that was bothering me, I can't remember it, but I remember in the corner of one of in the restaurant that there was this gentleman all by himself, and it's a truck stop, so there's a lot of truckers that they just sit by themselves, and a lot of times they actually really like to have a little bit of conversation because they're in the trucks for hours talking to nobody. So I went up to this individual and asked him what would he like, and he wanted a cup of coffee. Okay. Went and had a cup of coffee. I handed him the coffee, and then he started talking to me, and he called me by my name. So I go, I'm sorry, have you come here before? And I go, because the regulars knew me by name, but I didn't recognize this guy. And now he says, no, I've never been here before. This is my first time. I'm here for just a reason, a quick visit. And I go, well, I don't think anything of it. So I chatted with him, and we started talking, and he started quoting scripture that pertained to what was bothering me. That I remember. I remember that he was quoting me scripture that was pertaining to what was bothering me. What was bothering me, I can't remember, but I just remember that. It's strange how our memories work. So I ended up sitting down with him and talking to him, and I don't know how long, maybe 15 minutes. It's graveyard shift, so it's not busy all the time, and plenty of time to get your work done. So I did, and had a nice conversation, felt much better. And then I went and took care of some of my other clients. Then I went back to the gentleman by himself in the corner. And he's give him his bill, and he said, "Thank you for listening and taking the time to chat with me. I well, not a problem. I says, thank you. I says, I feel a lot lighter now, and I bless you. And then I saw him left. He left. So the girls that the other waitresses, they asked me if I was feeling okay. Well, I feel great now. I just talked to that guy, and he just kind of lightened the load. It was kind of nice. And they go, well, you see, the thing is, Ren, what guy? And I go, well, the guy right there. I said, well, were you guys blind or something? I said, I served him a coffee. And they go, you were talking to nobody. You brought a coffee to nobody. And when you went and took care of the other clients, the customers, we were kind of thinking maybe the guy would come. And if there was somebody there, why isn't the coffee drunk? And I go, oh, he didn't take any. That's right, too. He didn't. And it's just a short while. So I quickly, it's a truck stop, right? So the truckers don't take off right away, especially in the middle of the night like that. So there's a very select amount of vehicles. I mean, you can tell like it was wall-to-wall windows. So you could tell which vehicles are there or which are not. So I go outside and I'm looking all over the place for this guy. And I go, he couldn't have walked. So I'm looking and I go, there's nobody. So then I go to, well, I guess I'll pay the bill. There was no bill. And then I went to the register because you have to register that there was a coffee. And there was no record that I even punched in the coffee. So, so yeah, angels come, and they come in the form of a human. And the thing is, they come in the form of a human, and you see them. The person that they are assigned to help sees them. And so you may look like a cucarachi, a cockroach, a little bit of a nutcase, but it was neat. Have you ever talked to somebody that nobody else noticed that they were around? Did you ever get an awesome revelation from somebody, or heard something on the radio in the presence of other people, and you heard it as clear as a bell, and they didn't get it? They didn't hear it? You know what? Angels are around everywhere. We just have to be discerning. Thank you for listening, and hope to hear from you. Click subscribe. Give me a story that you've experienced. And in the meantime, be well, be blessed, and see you next week. Bye.